Hi everyone, it's Muradyan. I am back doing another episode for YouTube, and in this episode I'm going to do something very traditional, and I'm using Santa as my theme. I've got a lot of crazy cool elements. I've got cotton, I've got birch, I've got apples, I've got berries, I've got these cappuccino tinted and dyed roses. Of course, we've got the traditional red roses, and then I have a variety of a brown rose here that has a little bit of a red tinge to it. Some pine cones, some cedar and evergreens, and then of course Santa, and of course, Christmas tree. So a lot, and then the ornaments, ribbons, birch, You know how we write letters to Santa and we make our wish? I thought this was such a cute prop, and I bought it because I want to do an arrangement focusing around this. I thought it was a cute idea. And what you can do is you can actually even personalize it, and I'll tell you how to do that later. If this is the first time you guys are tuning in, I am so grateful you are. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. The ones that have been subscribed and are watching our continuous support, thank you for your comments, your likes. You guys can find me on all social media. Look at the community page for new things that come up. That's where we're gonna share and grow this channel even more. I'm gonna start very simply. I'm gonna start with my birch container, and I'm gonna line it up. I'm going to take my plastic liner, and I'm going to take my pre-soaked floral foam. I'm going to cut this, I'm going to cut 1/3 off of it, like this. And then start with my evergreens and cedar. And look, they're branchy. We're not going to need them like this because we're doing it tight. And I'm just cutting little pieces off of it. It's like feathers. I'm gonna take these evergreens. I like that they have some berries on it. Gives it a more very earthy, woodsy kind of a feel. And what we're gonna do is actually, we're gonna glitter it up a little bit. Not glitter up, but just add a little sparkle. Because in the holidays, you always need sparkle, always. And then I'm gonna take that cappuccino tinted roses. And they're pretty close right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of play around with it with my finger so that it's open a little bit, see? This. I'm not reflexing them that I have in the past. And I'm going to use it for another, the other arrangements as well. But you're going to see how we're going to balance all that color. That's what's really most important, right? Okay, so these are like pre-grouped little floral moments. And if you look at it, that is put the opposite way. So I'm going to take this like this, cut it, and I'm using botanically correct, beautiful faux. This way the arrangement's going to last a longer period of time, because now what I'm doing is I'm mixing in the faux product, which is this, and also I'm filling up with the fresh evergreen. So you still have that holiday, crisp, fresh, like you're in the forest kind of a scent. I can continue adding more flowers as the red accessory, or what I can do, this is a garland of apples. I think I got this at, you know, sometimes when you go to those places during, after the holidays, there's like one sprig of this and one sprig of that, and you were like, what am I gonna do with all of that? But you can actually buy it if it's a good price. And what I'm going to do is cut the garland in pieces and tuck in the apples like this. You don't need to wire anything. You don't need to cut anything except the wire on the garland. I think I'm gonna add another element to this. I'm gonna take the cotton, and this is already a pick, so if I split this, I don't need to cut it. And this is faux, so I can kind of, I have it two ways. You know what? I'm not gonna have it coming out. I want everything to be in a plane, kind of sort of in the same place. I'm gonna tuck this in. See that? Tuck it in here. See how cool that looks? Look. Now, want to take this to another level? Take your snow. This is a snow blast. It's from Design Master. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna put this away on the corner. And then I'm gonna do my second arrangement, which is gonna be my mailbox. It's gonna be really simple to do. This is in a loamy dish or a plastic container, a floral container, and I have it lined up with floral oasis or floral foam, and I've taped it with floral tape. So you've got 2 blocks of oasis here. I think this is a 9-inch container. And then you have this prop here. I'm gonna take my birch poles, and I'm gonna nestle in the mailbox. See, it's kind of not gonna move around because I made a little cage. And always when you have a big branch like this and you want to use something, I would start from the bottom and cut. I know people are like, well, yeah, that's common sense, but it has nothing to do with common sense. Like, I would rather cut the bottoms of this, starting from the bottom. You know, anything that's tall is it's costly, especially in our world. Now I'm going to go back, and these leaves that I told you about, these are grape leaves. They're called something I can't even read. It doesn't have to necessarily be this leaf. I thought I'd bring in a little bit of burgundy. And these leaves have such a great feeling, right? Like you see red and then it's green on the bottom. So I'm gonna start cutting into little pieces and actually filling. Now I'm gonna take my berries. Because great design comes when there's no, you don't have any obstacles or handicaps. I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna take this ribbon that's wired. That's a great pattern. And what I'm doing is three loops on each side, and I'm twisting and turning, twisting and turning. I'm gonna take these Christmas balls and you see it's got a lot of these berries in here. What I'm gonna do is just, I don't need to ruin the whole thing. I'm just gonna take little parts of it. See, I added red with the red berries. In the other arrangement, I did it with the apples. I'm gonna take these roses, that I love so much, this cappuccino color. And I'm gonna let it breathe a little bit more. And I'm gonna take the brownish red. I'm gonna keep it like this because I think sometimes in the simplicity of things, things look beautiful as well. And of course, this is not simple, but here, just to bring out that green from on top. You added that acid green, you brought in the brown for the other one. And this is such a classic, all-Americana, traditional Christmas kind of a feel. And I'm gonna pull this away, clean up the space a little bit, edit the flowers, and then come back, yeah? Okay, guys, I know I did some of them a little complicated and I layered it and all gave it texture and then I, flocked it with snow and all that great stuff and, I did complicated mechanics and so forth. But something that you can do easily, that you want a table setting and you don't know what you're doing and you don't have time, take a mirror, flat tray. It's not cleaned off. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put snow on it. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little mini Christmas tree and do my Santa right here, right? It's very simple to do. I'm gonna put these log right here. You just need one, you don't need the other. You can remove that. And basically, not gonna do any ribbon. I'm going to take some fresh green. I haven't ruined my props. And look how gorgeous this looks, right? Really simple to do. It took me about 10 minutes. You can do multiple of these with little mirrors and do little trees and ornaments and all that stuff. Fun. So I'm gonna clean the table up. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna style it, I'm gonna see how they all work. Now another thing that you can do, sorry, before I finish, I knew I forgot something. Take the caramel cappuccino roses. Oh my God, gorgeous. All right guys, let me clean it up and come back, okay? This is pretty exciting, I got excited, the colors are amazing. So I'm back, look at this all together. You've got the mailbox, the Santa, and the traditional arrangement. It looks stunning. It looks like a buffet piece for me. You can, of course, dissect it each by itself if you wanted to. You should turn on the candles. I do have a lighter right here. We're gonna see that light. Adds so much character to it. Of course, you gotta be careful so that there's nothing in front of it or on top of it, otherwise it'd burn. And it was on a simple tray, right? This is recyclable, easy to do. You didn't use a lot of fresh flowers. You did just increments that you can buy at the craft supply store. Anyways, thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. Follow me on all the social network links. And stay tuned for another episode of Christmas.